Guys, today in this video I am going to be explaining to you one of the basics that I always talk about, the overbought and oversold price in a stock. So you've seen my videos where I explain that this is a good time to buy or this is a good time to sell. The stock price looks overbought or looks oversold. So I kept getting a lot of questions, people asking me what exactly is this oversold and overbought, how do you decide, do you look at the resistance and supports and decide, or how do you decide? So that's why I'm just making this video for you guys to understand on a very simple and basic terms. It's not that complicated, it's very simple. So let me give you a small example. So basically let's take Cipla. So if someone's buying a Cipla, so there is a basic rule, right? You buy at the dip and you sell at the high. But now how do we know which one is a dip or which one is a high, right? So that's the question everyone has. Is it the high? Is it the lowest, or is it the highest? Where do I buy? So to answer to that, we go with something called as moving average price. So you see this thick blue color line, it is a moving average. I have two moving averages. One is a smaller moving average and one is a bigger moving average. So here moving average is basically the average price over a period of time, right? So now let's say a stock is sold for 5 rupees one day, 3 rupees the next day, and 2 rupees the other day. So what is the average, right? So it's going to be 5 plus 3 plus 2 divided by 3. That's the average price, and that's how this line has been plotted based on the previous prices that's been fluctuated. There is a average price, and on that average price they have actually drawn the line. So now we assume that if it is above the average line, that means it is trading above average, right? I mean, even in school we say, right, he's above average, he's below average. So that's what it means. Like, the price is currently above the average line. It is showing good signs, right? It could be going to the highest value, or it is going to stay just above the average. So you see Cipla all the way from April 3rd 2020, it has been above average, right? Above average could also mean it's reached its all-time high, right? It could also be just above average, right? So this is how we decide whether the price is cheap or the price is right near the average where I could buy and try aiming for the all-time high. So that's one way. So here I have, if I'm looking at a longer term, then I'm going to be looking at this moving average, which is 180 days moving average. So cumulative of 180 days average is going to be this price line. And for a shorter frame rate, I am going to be looking at the smaller one, which is 15 days moving average. So whatever the price is there for the 15 days, 25, so from 25 it's going to be almost 10, 10 days from here to here is what the moving average is going to be taken, and then it's going to be drawn, and again another 15 days and it's going to be drawn. It's something like that. So either 15 and 180, that's what I'm going to take, right? So if it is above 180 and above 15, that means it is really in an upward trend. So that's what I judge by that. If it's above 180 and above 15, so even in long run it's on a high, even on a short run it's on a high. So that's how I see that it is above the price. So it's going to go up and up, right? Now another indicator that I have, which I consistently use it, I love this indicator personally, is called the RSI indicator. The RSI indicator stands for Relative Strength Index. So what it basically does is it has, you don't have to complicate yourself, just simply understand that it ranges from 30, okay, the value ranges from 30 till 70, right? This is the range, and if it is between the range, then the prices are fair enough. It's not good to sell or nor good to buy. But if it goes at the lowest point, it breaks 30, or if it is near 30, that means people are selling the stocks. It is oversold. Crossing 30 is what we call it oversold, and crossing 70 is overbought, right? So based on that, we actually see that am I buying this stock for a good deal, right? So you're going to now that you have a fair amount of understanding, you will get your capital out. You're gonna say I'm gonna buy Cipla 10,000 rupees on Cipla, but I need to decide whether I'm buying at a good price. I don't want to buy it the highest and then tomorrow it falls. I don't want to be under a loss even though I have bought it the best price. That's not how we go about it. So when we go, we have to just check if Cipla is being currently trading at its highest, or at the overbought side or the oversold side. So if it's at oversold, eventually people are going to feel that it's cheaper, so they're going to start buying. So there is always a bounce back from oversold towards over high and from over high towards oversold, right? It's very simple, it's common sense, right? If it's cheaper, people are going to buy obviously more and more, so it's going to start rising. If it's going to be expensive, people have kept buying because of some good news or something. People are going to keep buying, and once they reach that highest point, they're going to sell it, right? So let's see a small time frame here. Okay, this is of 6th August, right? People kept buying it, and once it reached the over bought side, it fell down, right? Once it came under the consolidation price, it again shot up, right? That's again the overbought. So what did people do? People started selling here. People started locking their profits, and then it fell down, right? Fell down, and then again at the oversold side, people felt it is cheaper to buy, right? So they started buying it again. They felt, okay, probably let's sell it again, let's lock in profits, and then again people started selling it all the way at the bottom. So this is simple how it works, RSI indicator. So whenever I have decided that I have some capital that I want to invest in the market, I just come here, have a look at it. If it's above the EMA line, that is that the stock is doing above average, right? So it's doing good basically. If it was below average, then I would say the stock is not doing so good, right? So I will see if it's above the average, good. Above average, then I'm going to check that I'm going to buy the stock. Am I getting at a cheaper price? I will never buy at an expensive price line, right? I would never buy shares if it is near the over bought side. I'm going to only be buying if it is oversold or close to oversold, right? See, for example, today I could be buying Cipla. It's really oversold. It's definitely going to change its direction, go upwards, minimum at least till 40, right? That's a guaranteed. Okay, because we have gone over the recession and the pandemic, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be stable now. It's going to go all the way till 40, and probably from there we'll see how the market pushes, right? We also see there are few points where exactly at 30 it's bounced back, right, near the 30 area. So even buying near 30 or less than 40 is also a good idea, right? You see, every time it's been oversold, it bounces back to over bought, and again from overbought it goes back to oversold. So that's how you're going to use RSI indicator to buy trades and decide when you have to lock in profits. Okay, thank you so much guys.